As we've all known, we are starting a new store. We're calling it store right now, like spring store, holiday store. What's the last one we did? Right now, we're in the process of thinking of a title for this new page. But in general, it's going to be a who's, what's what is kind of going on, trending, but we don't want to use the word trending, so here's where we're going with that so far. Point of view, kind of the point of view, point being points, obviously, but not every client uses points, so we're not stuck to this. This isn't going to be a solid title. We can change this. Everything you see on this page is just a mock-up, so feel free to let me know of any suggestions you may have. Each piece is going to have these, what I'm calling blocks, segments that you can kind of think of them as their own piece of landscape for the page. These obviously will be then linked over to categories and or products wherever we wish to link over, whatever makes sense. You want to keep in mind here that the color blocks, say for example the blue and the pink, and behind the product here the white, span the width of the website. We have yet to do that on any of our pages really, and it kind of gives a different feel for what we're going for here. At any point we can add some icons or categories that can then link us around this page, for example, or we could link to other categories on the site. Again, just mock up concepting ideas. And again, with the blocks, how I said each of these kind of work as their own element. You want to keep in mind that each of them can have their own look. That's kind of why I said think of them separately. They're not tied together. Like the top ones, for example, have the big blue full width color or the big pink color, transparent, but here we don't have any box, and it gives more of a open, airy feel. We will have an arrow that can bring us back to the top. That should run the width and the height, the height rather, not the width of the page. So that arrow will stay with you as you're scrolling. And again, it brings you to the top of the page. Again, showing how we can click over to categories. This one being sleep health. And obviously whenever we click this, it won't take us back to the point of view. It'll take us to the home page if we clicked the logo, but just for mock-up purposes, showing an example of going back to our mock-up here. Excuse me. So the background here can be anything. I designed this being spring, healthy, green, clean. I have some other examples we could talk over for backgrounds. The idea is that it kind of extends down and then just kind of goes away to a white background. I also had one with a gradient, but I didn't love it. handy arrow takes us to the top of the page. That pretty much sums up what she does. So again, keep in mind the point of view is just concepting. Please feel free to give us suggestions as to what you think this should be called. As I have the screen left up here for us, I wanted to talk about our subcopy, discover what motivates you. We feel like this really flows well with the point of view, discover what motivates you. I think view and you rhyming really sounds nice. So if we do stick with the point of view, it is a possibility that we could maybe keep discover what motivates you, but swap out like the word motivates, for example. Discover what relaxes you, discover what, I mean, it could be anything. And we can also change the word discover, so leaving us with blank what blanks you kind of really fits nicely with the point of view. And again, we're still working on the title for this, so this is all just concepting.